Welcome to Supers Live. This is the Super Modified Ultimate Pavement Racing Series, and it's the mid-season championship for the non-wing Super Modifieds here at Oswego Speedway. Welcome to the broadcast, everybody. It's been a little bit since we've been on air, but picking and choosing some of the bigger shows to broadcast live over Twitch this year, and we are happy to be able to bring this to you here tonight for the mid-season championship, a big double point show, 100 laps on tap. We have gotten through this pretty quickly already tonight. Some things happened earlier in the night before we started our broadcast, including group time trials where Brad Keyser was the fast qualifier in amongst all the other drivers. Open track, open pit. Brad was able to go out and lay down a blistering fast 15:5:37. His arch nemesis in the points battle and points championship right now, Dave O, was second quick. Both of those drivers winning the two heat races. Tonight, we drew pills to see what the time trial percentage would be as to where the guys would be inverted into their heat races. That was 3/4 of a second. So anybody within 3/4 of a second of Brad's fastest time got inverted into the heat races. Then they had to finish in the top four of their heat race to be eligible for the feature race inversion based on that same pill draw. Well, it was some pretty crazy heat races. Both heat races with yellows, one yellow apiece, and several cars each not finishing. But as we said, Brad Keyser and Dave O coming home with the wins in the heat races. And that really means that the points are shaking up even tighter. Those guys are going tit for tat so far here tonight, the double point show. We're adding up all the points of the night, and whoever has the most between the heat race and the feature will be crowned the midseason champion. And when you start talking about guys that have been midseason champions, well, there's only two that are here with us tonight that can say that in the non-wing division. And that's the guys we're talking about. It's Brad Keyser and Dave O. Keyser has slipped to third in points. Last year about this time is when Brad Keyser turned his season around and went on to win the overall season championship in the Super Goldcrest non-wing super modified division. Dave O looking to hit 100 wins. He's awfully close, and Brad's going to have to try to dig himself out of a hole. He's 60 points out of first place coming into tonight's race. So Brad unable to win the Twin 35s last week. That went to Dave O and Zach Sears. So lots of racing been going on this summer with supers, a lot of real super modified racing as well. We encourage you to check out the front page slider brought to you by RG Photos and Designs for our winners of the week. Congratulations to the guys that picked up wins this past week, including Dave Schulich Jr. and Dave Schulich Jr. and well, we'll get her right here in a second, won't we? Dave Schulich Jr. at Oswego Speedway, Dave Helliwell at Seekonk Speedway, Brian Sobis at Oswego Speedway, Kyle Edwards at Sandusky Speedway. Make sure you go to the Super Schedule page where you can learn more about real super modified racing. Well, folks, we're getting ready to go here with our big 100 lapper, and it's going to be an exciting one. Starting on the pole, driving the number 10 from Wyoming, Michigan, veteran supers racer. It's G Dub, Gary Waldron. Waldron on the pole for our midseason championship, sponsored by the Michigan Hill Gang and Kenowa Auto Supply. Outside row number one, this driver's had a pretty good season so far. Goes by the name of Keith Put One on Your Powell, sponsored by CPR Motorsports and Icings on Top. All out of Crestline, Ohio. Inside row number two, the Quiet Storm, sponsored by teesforecast.com. It's Anthony Corsiniti. Corsiniti, inside row number two. On the outside, your defending non-wing mid-season champion, defending Supers non-wing champion, Brad Keyser. Keyser in the number three. Row number three looks like this on the inside. It's a number 25 of Bob Gangwer. And next to him, Supers veteran, the ageless Carl Bonsai Becker, sponsored by Dowker Engines and the Michigan Hill Gang. Row number four on the inside from Goshen, Indiana, the 08 of Danny Ray. Danny Ray in the 08. Next to him, the guy who's leading the points right now and a former midseason champion, It's Dave O out of Union, Connecticut. O out of Union, Connecticut starts in 8th. Starting in 9th position, driver Hales from Brook Park, Ohio. It's the number 14 of Bobby Hayduck. Hayduck in the number 14. Next to him in the 22, another Buckeye from Elyria in the Midwest Supermodified Series 22, Zach Sears. Row number 6 start deep in the pack tonight, the number 13 of Rapid Ryan included. And next to him, his uncle, Greg Breen, in the 26. Rounding out the field from Chisago City, Minnesota, it's Dick Schuler. Rounding out the field. Here they come off of turn number 4, getting ready for double points. And 100 laps at the Big O. Green flag flies. The midseason championship is rolling. Down into turn number 1 they go. And look at this. Corsiniti already feeling racy. It's 2x2, side by side, nose to tail off of turn 2. Down into the backstretch they go in turn 3. Everybody's filing through. Side by side, Dave-O making a big charge on the outside. Up front, Keith Powell has the lead. Action on the outside is Sears working his way through. Waldron slides high in front of Sears, gets a little loose. Now we got him side by side down into turn 3. Trouble for Waldron as he gets the boot from the 12 of Corsiniti. Waldron getting awful slow, trying to save it, gets loose. Corsiniti nowhere to go. And first caution of the night comes out on lap number 3. So a lot of action here at the start of this one. It's Keith Powell leading the first 3 laps. Dave-O working his way up from 8th. And Gary Waldron out of the race. Oh, a tough one as he rips the left rear off the wheel. You can see it there in the Breeze graphics. Instant replay. Of course, he just gets into the back end. Wow, tough one for Gary Waldron. Not a good way to start the double points tonight. Well, we got a 3 of fast guys behind Keith Powell. Still coming up through the pack, Ryan included Greg Breen. Powell, Keyser, Sears. Gang, we're your top 5. Here they come off turn 4. Green flag. And a good battle for 3rd. And yellow, caution on the racetrack. Caution on the racetrack again. And that battle was just heating up for 3rd between Powell, Gangler, and Sears. Sears really hanging it on the outside out there. And taking a look to see who that could be. Looks like the 14 and the 56 getting together on the front stretch out of turn 4. 56 running high. Oh, tough one, hard one for the 56. Into the water barrels on the front stretch. Dick Schuler in the Shoe Racing Gooby Beer, number 56, out of this one. Oh, Bobby Haydock just able to scrape by, but getting charged with an incident. He'll go to the tail, although he was pretty much there anyway. Dick Schuler out of this one. 2 cars out, 2 cautions are ready. White flags out. We going green again. Boy, that battle was really heating up there. These are going to bear him down for the green flag, followed by O and Powell. Sears sitting in 4th. Here they come now. Starting to wind them up off of turn number 4 to Oswego. Green flag flies. Back to racing at the Big O. Oh, teaser. Powell feels the heat from Sears. Gang, we're feeling the heat from Clunan. Sears gets a little loose, working the outside. Here comes Clunan to the outside. Bobby Haydock going pit side. Clunan looking a little underneath. Gang, we're off of turn 2. Battle for 5th. Breen as well. Look at this. Greg Breen moving up. Lap number 10 of 100 here at the Midseason Championship. Good battle on the racetrack for 5th. Clunan gets around. Here comes Breen behind the Mayfield Missile. Gangwer looks low underneath green, and they touch. Breen gets sideways. They keep rolling, though. Nice job by Breen and Gangwer as they keep going. Corsinidi's now moved into that battle as well. Top 3 really stretched out there. They're coming up on a lapped car right now. They are gone, gone, gone. Clunan hoping for another yellow, and in 100 laps, we'll see quite a few of those. We've already seen 3. Now Clunan taking off in 4th place, pulling away from Powell. Breen continues to try to get up to the rear nerf bar of the Mayfield Missile. Their leader, Brad Keyser, 2nd place, Dave O. Both of them looking for double points. Clunan right now, the guy that's not sitting as pretty as he'd like to. As Clunan is 2nd in points behind Dave O, and with Keyser leading and being 3rd in points, that is helping him out right now, but it's a long ways to go yet. Just a 4th of the way through. Caution on the racetrack. Yellow flag's out. The yellow flag is back out here at Oswego. And it looks like it's Danny Ray in trouble. And we are down to half of the starting field almost. Well, not quite. 4 cars out of the race. Oh, Danny Ray spinning out going into turn 1. Right in front of the leaders, trying to stay high and stay out of the way. Gets a little too high, hits the marbles, slides up into the foam blocks, and he is done for the night. Danny Ray done for the night. There it is on the Hairbag Studios. The Hairbag Studios instant replay shows it right there. And boy, Danny Ray just trying to be a sportsman and stay out of the way of the leaders. Gets up into the marbles, and he is clobbered that first turn wall. Maybe looking for some good fried chicken from Smoky Bones Down Home Kitchen. Through the aches and pains of the virtual crash right there in turn number 1. But Keys are able to hold off the number 3 or the number 11 of O. White flag's out, going green next time by the stripe. Here we go, picking up the pace. Green flag flies. Nice, tight restart by all the drivers. Boy, those top 2 pulled right away from Sears. Sears has not pulled away from the 13 of Clunan. Not yet, at least. Let's see when he gets wound up here. Look at Breen all over the rear end of the Mayfield missile, driven by Keith. Put one on you, pal. Dave O, fastest lap of the race of 15.792. Top 2 have checked out. Breen really working on the 41 of Powell. Breen in the black and yellow car, Powell in the orange car. Now, look at this. Clunan going to work on the 22. Here comes Breen. Got a couple of 2-car battles on the racetrack right now. Battle for 3rd, battle for 5th. Brad Keyser now with the fastest lap of the race of 15.765. Breen still working all over the 41 of Powell. Meanwhile, Corsiniti to the rear nerf bar of Gangwer. The veteran Keith Powell holding off. Second-year driver Greg Breen. Up front, it's still Brad Keyser with the lead. Dave Owens second. Battle for third continues between Sears and Clunan. You're just tuning in. You're watching Supermodified Sim Racing, the finest from Oswego Speedway. It's SUPRS mid-season championship for the non-wing Supermodifieds. 100 laps, double points on the line here tonight at the Big O. Two former non-wing mid-season champions running 1 and 2 right now. Brad Keyser with the lead, Dave Owens second. The battle on the racetrack, though, is for third and fifth. Third place belongs to Zach Sears right now. Ryan Clunan's all over him. He is right there looking underneath. Clunan just a little loose. Can't quite get the bite that Sears is getting. Clunan moves into top 3 now around Sears. Keyser with another fast lap, still in the 15.7s. Breen has not been able to get around Powell. Of course, Aniti's still working on gangwork. Again, a couple of great two-car battles on the racetrack. Field spread out all around this 5/8 here in upstate New York. Keith Powell usually plays the long game. As we approach the halfway point of this 100 lapper, Powell usually starts to turn the wick up a little and see if he can pull away from Breen. And Brad Keyes is going to be coming up into a big pack of lap cars, including Corsiniti Gang, where Breen, Powell, and Carl Becker. These are with about almost a half a straightaway lead now over Dave O. Yellow on the racetrack. Caution on the racetrack. Carl Bonsai Becker around. Doing such a good job. Becker around. Looks like a simple spin. We'll take a look at the car. And yeah, he's able to continue. So fortunately for Powell and Breen, they get to cycle around to the back here. Yeah, did not go down a lap. They remain on the lead lap. They'll be at the back of the restart field. Carl Bonsai Becker there. You see him on the screen. The ageless veteran from Lansing, Michigan. 78 years old. Still running sim racing. He'll go to the tail. Teaser O, class of the field. Now we'll see what Clunan and Sears have. And can Breen, that's been really the battle on the racetrack with Breen and Powell. Breen in the black and yellow 26, Powell in the Mayfield Missile, the orange number 41. Clunan set in third, Sears is in fourth. That'll be a battle to watch as well. Sears not known for his patience. And those two sit right behind Anthony Corsadini, Bob Gangwer, who have been doing battle. Gangwer third in line, Corsadini fourth in line. They're both a lap down to the leaders. Here we go, coming off of turn number 4. Green flag flies. Clunan and Sears getting around Gangwer. As does Powell and Breen. Corsadini and Gang were able to pick back up, although a lap down right behind the battle. Dave O moving into the lead now on the restart. Oh, was so good on cold tires. Geezer needs the long run. Geezer now looking underneath, oh, and makes it stick. Back in the lead goes Geezer. Oh, trouble looks like for Powell. He could be ghosted. His connection may be going away. Running in the top 5. Keith Powell having some internet issues, it looks like. Boone and Sears now tied together right at the Nerf bars. Good action on the racetrack. Sears looking underneath Clunan. Not yet. And there it is. He gets it. Sears around Clunan. Now, can Clunan fight back? Thirty laps to go here in the midseason championship, and Brad Keyser, your leader, with Dave O's second. Zach Sears third. Ryan Clunan fourth. Keith Powell fifth. Greg Breen sixth, all on the lead lap. Seventh is Bob Gangwer. Lap down. Anthony Corsiniti a lap down in eighth. Carl Becker in ninth. The only cars left on the track. Started with 13 and down to 9. Breen starting to reel Powell back in. Powell had pulled away a little bit. Like Powell's picked up a little bit of a push. That's allowed Breen to get within a car length and a half. And that battle for fifth that's been going on for the entire race. Yellow on the racetrack, yellow on the racetrack, And it's a big one down in turn number 3. Carl Becker sitting backwards. Becker gets it loose, spins her around, just a little bit of a tap on the outside wall, but he is out of the race. That was just his second incident, I believe, but Becker calling it a night, down to 8 cars. Go 20 laps left to go here in the midseason championship. Brad Keyser, your leader. Dave O second, Sears in third, Clunan in fourth. Oh, and Keith Powell has dropped out of the race. Powell has lost connection. Keith Powell running in the top 5 has lost connection. Had a great run going. Oh, tough luck. That moves Breen into 5th. Here we go, winding him up with 20 to go. Green flag's out. Teaser and O take off down the backstretch. And now the top 5 all on the same straightaway for a little bit at least until Keyser and O check out. Laps winding down the midseason championship 100 here at Oswego, and Brad Keyser's been in command. Does Dave O have anything left in his hat of tricks from the TMS Wolfpack? Driver out of Union, Connecticut, set in second. And Breen with a big one on the front stretch. Greg Breen in trouble. Caution doesn't come out. Looks like he's out of it. Breen has lost the left front tire. Race stays green. He got sideways coming out of turn 4. Ten to go, 10 laps left. Dave O's trying to make a run on Brad Keyser with 10 to go. Geezer O. Sears Clunan. Who's 4 on the lead lap. Then it's Gangwer and Corsiniti, the last 2 cars on the track. 6 left. Started with 13. High night of attrition here at Oswego in the Mid-Season Championship 100. Brad Keyser looking to repeat as the mid-season champion for the non-wing super modified division here at Supers. He's your defending overall champion in the non-wing division. Keyser with a fast lap of the race with 3 laps to go. 15:6:30. White flag going to be coming out this time by the stripe. And boy, Clunan going to be upset with this run, giving that 3rd place away to Sears. This is a double points night. He's holding off either. Turn 3. Here they come through turn 4. Across the stripe, Brad Keyser, your winner of the mid-season championship. Dave O's 2nd. 3rd place goes to Zach Sears. 4th, Rapid Ryan Clunan. 5th place, Bob Gangwer, Anthony Corsiniti. How about that? Keyser O. Sears, 1, 2, 3. 100 laps in the bag here. 16 extra laps run under caution. And a lot of attrition here at Oswego Speedway. There he is, Brad Keyser. Just like he did last year at this race in victory lane at Oswego Speedway. The coach driving the first to finish race, or excuse me, the BMK Logistics chasing cameras. Number 3, Brad Keyser out of Liverpool, New York, your winner here tonight at the mid-season championship. We'll pull him down into the broadcast booth, get a quick word with your winner of the 100-lap mid-season championship. Let him photographers taking pictures and screenshots in the virtual online sim racing world. Brad Keyser, your winner here tonight of the mid-season championship. Brad, let's get a quick word here for all of our fans tuned in to our Twitch stream and on supers.net. Great run for you. You had to fend off that number 11 on repeated restarts there. Always good on the restarts. But what was the most nerve-wracking part of that race for you out there, Brad?
Thank you, Bob. Nerve-wracking part of the race tonight. Just the speed coming up by a couple lap cars with Dave right behind me. It was real tight a couple times. Thankfully, the lap cars did a good job, and Dave was courteous and didn't try making a move when I got pinned up a couple times. We were respectful in that regard. Wanted to race it out between the 2 of us. Yeah, he did get me on one of the restarts. Really didn't get going well. We both were just talking a second about a lot of arrow push we both felt today. So when he was behind me, he felt kind of defenseless or not really able to put on attack, and I kind of felt the same way. But if we both moved off the bottom car really just had the run. So, it's a setup we've been working here for a while. So thankfully, finally finished one of these. I've had a couple weird weeks here, it feels like. But want to say thanks to First to Finish Server, Breeze Graphics, Hairbake Studios, Icing on Top for everything they do. Because we wouldn't be racing on a Tuesday night right after the 4th of July if it wasn't for all their help.
Davo was able to pick up some points tonight, but you were the big winner in tonight's double points night, Brad, and being third coming into the night in the championship standings, being able to beat Ryan Clunan by 2 positions. How good do you feel coming out of this one that you can repeat as the season champion?
I feel a lot better now. I was feeling real good last week until the computer decided to hiccup. I know I have to build a points lead because unfortunately I will be missing the topless this year, which is unfortunate for a number of reasons. One, because the points may come right out of that race, and it's my last chance to block Dave's attempt at a pure triple crown, and would like to be back-to-back winners of it. So a lot of sadness in that regard, but I'm going to run the rest of the season here and have fun and see what we can pull off.
Well, there's your winner, Brad Keyser. Chasing Cameras. MK Logistics number 3, picking up his second playing Goldcrest midseason championship in a row. Second place, Dave O. Zach Sears coming home in third. Ryan Clunan fourth. And those drivers on the lead lap. Bob Gangwer, Anthony Corsiniti, 2 laps down in fifth. Only cars left on the track. Out of the race with an accident, Greg Breen. Keith Powell out of the race in 8th position. Connection issues. Carl Becker with suspension issues. Also out of the race. The 08 of Danny Ray in 10th with an accident. 14 of Bobby Hayduck, who pulled it into the pits. And also with accidents, Dick Waldron, 12th and 13th. That wraps up our broadcast here tonight from Oswego Speedway. We will be back in 2 weeks' time for the first regular 45. Next week coming up, not a live streaming video type of a race, but we will be racing north of the border for the Maple Leaf 45 at Mosport Speedway. And it'll be the first time back for Super at Mosport since 2019. It's going to be a tricky race. July 12th, you can watch live stream as far as it goes with stats and telemetry, all of the scoring and timing on supers.net/site/live. And like I said, we'll be back in a couple of weeks with Finish Race Service. I want to say thank you to First to Finish Race Service, BreezeGraphics.com, Hairbag Studios, Icings on Top, Specialty Cakes for all occasions, proud sponsor of the Supers Rookie of the Award, and the Supers Triple Crown of Supermodified Sim Racing. Tough night for the driver, the Icings on Top, 41 Keith Powell with connection issues. Always glad to have them on board as a sponsor. Grid-Finder.com. Find your place on the grid and become a Grid Finder approved sim racing league just like Supers. Burger Smokehouse, simple family traditions since 1927. On the web at smokehouse.com. WAG's Custom and Cool Awards, presenter of the post-race wrap-up here at Supers, making you look cool in Victory Lane. And BMK Logistics, proud sponsor of the BMK Logistics Fast Car Dash Award, as well as the President's Day Special. BMK Logistics getting your Amazon products to you in speedy delivery style out of Liverpool. Those are our sponsors. You are our fans, and we say thank you so much for joining us here tonight on the Supers Broadcasting Network. Let us know if we can do a better job, a worse job, but just let us know. Send us an email at info@supers.net. Tell us you're interested. Become a Supers member at supers.net. Click that driver tab, and then I'm Bob Gangwer, reminding all of you as you continue to burn off the rest of your fireworks that you didn't blow up yesterday to celebrate this nation, birth of it. Keep it wing side up and wheels to the
Well, if you're gonna do it, I say do it with someone you love. And if you're going through it, I say do it with someone you love. I've been around a long time, in and out of love. But if you're gonna do it, I say do it with someone you love.